I'm going to show you how to make a perfect roast potato. To me, everybody loves roast potatoes, but to get them just right, really important. It's very simple, really. Okay, listen, we cut our potatoes into roughly even portions. I like to take the potato and cut it straight down the middle, so you've got a flat side and a round side. That's entirely up to you. And what I've done, I boil the potatoes for about 10 to 12 minutes, just so you get a little craggy edges where they all break up, and that helps to absorb that wonderful goose fat. Shocking for your health, but anyway, it's Christmas Day. Come on, let's go. Okay, so they've steamed away nicely, and then we are going to do a little bit of a trick I learned off a friend. She's about 92, but she's still a friend. And flour, just a little bit of flour onto our potatoes together with a little bit of salt. I use Morton salt. It's entirely up to you what salt you use. A little bit of black pepper and a little bit of thyme. That's really nice. Gives them a lovely flavour. You can use dried thyme if you want. And then what we do is we give them a little shake. Now, by giving that shake, you're actually breaking the edges of the potato up even more. Okay, that's all done. The other trick is, like a Yorkshire pudding, very hot fat. I've got some in the oven here. Really hot, so be very careful when you get it out of the oven. And there seems to be a huge amount of fat in there. And, whoops, that is deliberate, okay? Because I want to get them really, really crispy. They're not going to stay in that fat the whole cooking process, but there we go. It's got to be sizzling there like that. And they're going to almost submerge them in there. And I'm using duck fat, goose fat. Bit of a fan of Nigella, you know, she sort of supports that, doesn't she? But if you've got dripping, or if your doctor tells you about to peg it, you could just use ordinary vegetable oil if you wanted to. So, pop that in there like that. Make sure they're pretty well submerged. And I say, be very careful, because deep fat, very hot. Right, now, I've got 2 ovens here. I'm a posh boy. Not everyone has got 2 ovens. So how do you get the turkey, roast potatoes, maybe roast veg, all in one oven and get it working all at the same time? I'll tell you what you do. You pre-roast your potatoes, okay? You roast them for 40 minutes, and you might be roasting vegetables as well. So you roast them for 40 minutes in your hot oven, about 200 degrees centigrade. After 40 minutes, you take them out, you drain off all that fat. You then put your turkey in the oven. The turkey's going to cook. It's whatever, a couple of hours, 3 hours, depending on the size of the turkey. The turkey's got to rest after it's been cooked. So you take the turkey out, allow the turkey to rest in a warm place for 20 minutes. At that time, you put your potatoes back in there. They'll get really lovely and crispy, beautiful potatoes. Okay, the potatoes have had their 40 minutes, so time to get them out. Remember, be very careful. There's a lot of hot fat in there. So just bring that up like that. They're looking gorgeous. Looking lovely. There. Now, you've got an awful lot of fat in there. So what we want to do is drain all that off pretty much as you can without taking the spuds out of the dish. And the key is keep that fat, because goose fat or duck fat, whichever one you're using, is not a cheap product, and that can be used again and several times really. So that's the first part of the potatoes. We're going to wait until the turkey's cooked and then pop them back for the last 20 minutes to crisp up.